Ladies and gentlemen, our honorable cabinet secretaries around, and we are beginning. I'm going to request KRA to record this session starting now if we haven't. Honorable Ambassador Rahchelle Omamo, my name is Liza. I serve as the Director of the World Customs Organization Regional Office, seconded from Kenya Revenue Authority. You and I, Madam, have interacted in other forums in my other life as a poet and as a global ambassador for safe motherhood through the United Nations and Kenya's Ministry of Defense. Joining us today, Ambassador, is our WCO chairperson of the region, who is called Mr. Valashia from Botswana. Joining us too is the Acting Commissioner General of the Kenya Revenue Authority, Mr. Paul Matuku, as well as the Commissioner for Customs for Kenya Revenue Authority, Ms. Lilian Nyawanda. Together with her is the team headed by the Head of Marketing and Communication, Ms. Grace Wandera. I'm going to right away just to invite the CG to give his opening remarks, but I need to inform you, Ambassador, that this event is premiering in 24 countries in East and Southern Africa, and will also be made available to the 6 regions of the 183 countries of the World Customs Organization. So to start us off, I invite the Acting Commissioner General, Kenya Revenue Authority, CS Paul Matuku. Karibu. CG, you are muted.
Sorry for that. Thank you very much, Rari, for those warm welcome. I'll go straight away to my remarks. The Honorable Ambassador Rahchelle Omamo, the Cabinet Secretary for Foreign Affairs of the Republic of Kenya. Mr. Phodisio Valashia, Vice Chair of the World Customs Organization in East and Southern Africa and Commissioner for Botswana Unified Revenue Services. Directors General and Heads of Customs of the region. Mr. Liza, the Director of WCO East and Southern Africa Regional Office for Capacity Building. Honorable Cabinet Secretary, it is 15 years since Kenya started hosting the WCO East and Southern Africa Regional Office for Capacity Building, courtesy of the Kenya Revenue Authority. Over this period, Kenya has provided a majority of staff to the regional office, including the first director as well as the current director. As KRA, we have facilitated the operations of the office in form of salaries for the staff seconded from Kenya, rent and utilities, fixtures and fittings, as well as a share on the cost of the missions. Our hosting of this office has buttressed Kenya's place as a leader in the customs world, enhancing Kenya's visibility as a champion of international and regional cooperation. The authority's staff seconded to the regional office have over the years gained international exposure and experience, returning to the authority with new skills and attitudes. The hosting of the regional office has also put us in the forefront of galvanizing support from the World Customs Organization, thus promoting our reform and modernization agenda. Kenya was among the first countries to adopt the WCO SAFE framework of standards to secure and facilitate global trade, and the revised Kyoto Convention, which continue to promote the simplification and the harmonization of secure trade across borders. Kenya has also always been among the first countries to accede and ratify international trade agreements and protocols such as the Trade Facilitation Agreement of the World Trade Organization, as well as the African Continental Free Trade Agreement. Honorable Cabinet Secretary, I take this opportunity to thank His Excellency Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta, the President of the Republic of Kenya, and his Cabinet for granting the approval for the recognition of this office. I also thank you and your team at the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, together with the National Treasury and Planning, for your support in facilitating the preparation and finalization of the agreement you are about to sign with the WCO Vice Chairperson. Finally, on behalf of the KRA management team, let me assure the region and the office of our continued support and collaboration. Thank you all for your attention. God bless.
Thank you so much, Commissioner General, Honorable Ambassador. It's now my turn to invite Mr. Phodisio Valashia, who is the Vice Chairperson of the WCO in charge of the East and Southern Africa region. He is also a commissioner with Botswana Unified Revenue Authority. Welcome, Vice Chair. Vice Chair, you are muted.
Sorry about that. Cabinet Secretary for Foreign Affairs of the Republic of Kenya, Honorable Ambassador Rahchelle Omamo, the KRA Commissioner, Acting Commissioner General, Mr. Paul Matuku, the KRA Commissioner of Customs, Lilian Nyawada, and the Director of the Regional Office of Capacity Building, Mr. Liza. A very good morning to all of you. Honorable Cabinet Secretary, as you may be aware, one of the key strategic objectives of the World Customs Organization, and more specifically the World Customs Organization East and Southern Africa, is to increase intra-African trade and increase trade between Africa and the rest of the world by supporting customs reform and modernizing in beneficiary countries. These objectives, as you would be aware, is very much aligned to the WCO East and Southern Africa members' commitment globally through the Sustainable Development Goals, and at the continental level, the African Continental Free Trade Agreement. The African Free Trade Agreement, which covers a market of 1.2 billion people and a gross domestic product of 2.5 trillion across all African member states of the African Union, is expected to make the movement of goods and services easier across the continent. It is therefore of critical importance that we, as the World Customs Organization East and Southern African region, should have a place to call our home, from where we could strategize and coordinate our regional efforts in this regard. And I speak today on behalf of the 24 countries of the WCO East and Southern African countries when I say we could not have found a better home than Kenya, the safari capital of the world. We are therefore eternally grateful for the government and people of Kenya for welcoming us and offering to host our secretariat, the Regional Office of Capacity Building. The Regional Office of Capacity Building, currently headed by Mr. Liza, offers customized services to member states in promoting growth of intra-regional trade, revenue mobilization, compliance and enforcement, and enhancing integrity and professionalism of human capital. The entry into force of this host agreement will provide the much needed boost for the functionality and operations of the office and the works of the World Customs Organization in the region. This legal recognition will go a long way in enabling us to transact business with ease and also interact, enhanced technical support and know-how from Kenya and the region. Your presence here today, Honorable Ambassador, is testimony of the importance that the Kenyan government attaches to its membership to the WCO as a region, and most importantly, its commitment to ensuring that customs in the region grows from strength to strength. I am even more grateful to learn that you took it upon yourself to ensure that the host agreement we are about to sign went through all the relevant processes and protocols leading to this day. I'm equally thankful to your team led by Ambassador Joseph Vungu for their support and collaboration. Ambassador Omamo, allow me to recognize the tireless effort of the KRA Commissioner General, Mr. Mburu, and his team. I met the Commissioner General in one of my visits to your countries before the corona pandemic, where he assured me of his commitment towards ensuring that this day actually materializes. And as a region, we pledge to continue supporting this office, offering it leadership, skills, and the necessary funding to ensure its smooth operations. I recognize that these are difficult times that we are going through, and I look forward to the day that we will go back to normalcy and be able to interact as we've always done. Nonetheless, with the collaboration of our member states, the WCO and cooperating partners, we continue to adapt to the current operating environment and assure you that we will deliver our mandate. As I come to the conclusion of my remarks, I want to once more express our heartfelt appreciation to the government of Kenya for hosting the World Customs Organization East and Southern African Regional Office for Capacity Building. And we look forward to a day when we will be meeting to do a groundbreaking ceremony for the ROCB building that now becomes our next big plan after today. I thank you, Madam Ambassador. Merci, abrigato, and as we say in Botswana, ke a leboga. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Valashia, our beloved Vice Chair. Regards to the people and the wonderful nation of Botswana. And we do not take it for granted that you joined us today, knowing it's a public holiday in Botswana. Honorable Ambassador Rahchelle Omamo, the Cabinet Secretary for the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, beautiful country of Kenya. Thank you for joining us. Please, you are invited and welcome to give us your remarks. Karibu.
That I'm honored to represent the government of the Republic of Kenya on this momentous occasion of the signing of the host country agreement between Kenya and the World Customs Organization East and Southern Africa Regional Office for Capacity Building. This is yet another glorious feather in the cap of our country, and we are privileged to host this regional office along with other international organizations, including organizations that are associated with the United Nations and other global financial institutions. We don't take this for granted, and we are grateful to you for choosing Kenya to host this important office, and we thank you for the confidence that you have placed in our country. We are also humbled to note that the current director of your regional office, Mr. Liza, is a Kenyan, and we therefore assure him of Kenya's support as he delivers his mandate, and we wish you every success. Now, this host country agreement is being concluded at a time when our continent seeks to recalibrate its socio-economic development through the African Continental Free Trade Agreement. Kenya, as you know, is well positioned, not just geographically, but by intention, in taking advantage of the promises that lie in the AfCFTA. The Africa Continental Free Trade Agreement offers numerous opportunities to our continent, and it provides a potential for boosting intra-Africa trade by over 50%. We know that it will create a large market and serve to eliminate tariffs and other barriers to trade in goods and services across our continent. In particular, it is my hope that it will protect women traders who account for 70% of the informal cross-border trading on our continent. Mr. Vice President, Commissioner Generals, ladies and gentlemen, the world is going through a difficult time in light of the ongoing COVID-19 pandemic. This virus has threatened not just our health and social well-being, but has seriously destabilized our economic order and our economic tranquility. But we are resilient and determined people as Africans. And I therefore encourage the WCO, particularly its regional office, to work assiduously to develop greater measures to support our regional objectives, focusing on trade facilitation, revenue mobilization, compliance and enforcement, as well as seeking to build up and strengthen the capacity, integrity, and professionalism of our human capital. I encourage you to leverage on technology in implementing your strategies, focusing on simplification, harmonization, and greater collaboration among partner governments and agencies, as well as other cooperating partners. In conclusion, let me extend to you my best wishes and the wishes of the government of Kenya to the family of the World Customs Organization, and particularly to the East and Southern Africa Regional Office Director, Mr. Larry Liza, and his team. Let me also thank my team at the Ministry of Foreign Affairs for fast-tracking the conclusion of this very important host country agreement that we are going to execute in the next few minutes. I wish you all well. I thank you for your kind attention and look forward to signing this agreement to enable it to invigorate your work. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. I'm going to ask us to clap for the Cabinet Secretary. Thank you so much, Ambassador Rahchelle. Good afternoon once again, ladies and gentlemen. This is the time we have been waiting for. We have two documents, one in Nairobi, 2:26 p.m., and another in Gaborone, Botswana. The Vice Chair has his document. This is the moment we are going to request the Honorable Ambassador to sign and append her signature to the document.
May I proceed to do so?
Yes, you may proceed.
And I do the same this side?
In a moment.
Okay.
Okay, the ambassador is done. Vice Chair, this is the time. After that, we'll just invite the two of you to lift the documents up, but after you sign, Vice Chair.
Okay.
As they sign, I'm going to request everyone to unmute their microphone so that we give a round of applause as soon as they are done. Ladies and gentlemen, Ambassador, please show us a copy of the document. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Honorable Ambassador, we had requested for 15 minutes of your time and we are done with the time. We really thank you. Our office and your office will coordinate in picking and collecting the paper and the document that you have signed, which we shall courier to Botswana tomorrow, and they shall send it back to Nairobi for your safekeeping as well as ours. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, thank you for joining us. Appreciation to your team, Madam Ambassador. Pass our regards to your team, Ambassador Bungo and Council Belinda, and everyone else who has played a role in this. I thank you so much, and I pray for nothing but blessings. We also take this opportunity, Ambassador, to invite His Excellency President Uhuru Kenyatta and yourself to a courtesy visit at our offices, Elgon Road, next to the Radisson Blu, when the time is right. That said, I take this opportunity to thank our Vice Chair, Mr. Valashia, together with his team, to thank Kenya Revenue Authority, the Commissioner General Gidim Buru for his support and service, and the support and the presence of the Acting Commissioner General, the Company Secretary Paul Matuku, our Commissioner for Customs from Kenya, Lilian Nyawanda, Madam Grace Wandera and her team. We pray that you remain safe in light of the pandemic as we look forward to linking up once again. We pray for blessings your way and every joy under the sun. Goodbye and God bless you.
Thank you.
Thank you.